Like if it goes live, it goes live. It's preparing still. If it doesn't, Sai Ram.
सायित्रयाय विद्महे संजय बाबाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सायित्रयाय विद्महे संजय बाबाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सायित्रयाय विद्महे संजय बाबाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं खबित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुदं सोगविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Loving Koti pranams at the divine lotus feet of my dear Bhagavan and Guru Sri Sanjay Sai Baba on behalf of all of us here. Dear Bhagavan, we pray your loving hand on this universe and all of us to be healthy, safe, and to accept all your will. We surrender everything at thy lotus feet. Tvam Sharanam Mama. Today we offer aura cleansing by Sister Sujata Murli and Kala Bhairavashtagam and Shamala Tandagam by Soul Blossom student Premaputra Sudiksha and Vaidyanath Ashtagam by Radha Krishnan at thy lotus feet. Be with us, guide us, guard us, and we are offering everything at your lotus feet. May all be blessed, may all be happy. Samasta Jiva Sukhino. Over to Sujata.
My most loving and humble Koti pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan, Sri Sanjay Sai Baba. Sharon Spurs Swami. And Sai Ram to all my brothers and sisters. As we all know, today because of the pandemic, everyone is having fear. And that is the main thing which we need to remove. It is not that due to the pandemic that people are dying, but it is more of the fear. So we need to, like Swami says, the Nama Smarna, Japa, how much, whatever, in whichever way we can do, we have to do to release ourselves from the fear. I would just like to share we are all in Swami's fold and we know that what is everything in the universe. Everything in the universe is existing because of the vibration and the energy. We all are also, whatever we are seeing, the denser part is also energy only. But only thing is we are vibrating at a denser thing. That's why we are at a low phase. So we are looking like a physical form. But we are not just this physical form. That also most of us, because we have attended so many classes, we all are aware. Swami also has spoken about it, but still little bit I'll just touch, I'll not elaborate. And sound, the first sound with which the universe came into creation is Om. So Om, it is not that it is any religious thing, but Om has got 3 syllables. And even a child, when it starts speaking, it will say Amma, Pa. So that the sound is what they start with. And even a person who is cannot speak also will say ma. So these are the sound which will come out of their mouth. So this is the basic syllables or from which the Om has been made. So it is not any religious thing, but this is the humming sound in the universe because of which everything is existing. As we all know, we are not just this physical body. And Swami says we are the Panchakoshas. So what are those Panchakoshas? The first is the Annamaya Kosha, the food sheet. The second is the Pranamaya Kosha, the energy body, what we, through our prana, which is there with us from the time of the birth. Another is the emotional and mental body, which we call as Manomaya Kosha, our thoughts. And then the intellectual body, the Vijnanamaya Kosha, which helps us in the discrimination, like the swan, that to separate the milk and the water, means what is good, what is bad. That intellectual wisdom is the Vijnanamaya Kosha. And the spiritual body is the Anandamaya Kosha or the bliss sheath, which is of course the ultimate from where we have come and where we have to reach. And these all 5 subtle bodies, though it is, we feel that it is outside, but just as what is there in the universe is what is within. These 5 things, though it is expanded out, but they are all within us as well. So that is why when we say that in any meditation, any chanting, to move to the inner self, to go within is to go to our spiritual being, the spiritual self. And for that, we do have to travel through all these other higher bodies we have to go. So what we have to do, because when having fear, fear is if you have seen that the COVID, it seems they say that it has got 5.5 hertz at that it rotates, it vibrates. So our purpose is to raise our vibration. So how do we raise our vibration? Raising our vibration is that through various things we can do. Positive affirmations are there, pranayama are there, yoga is there, various methods are there to raise our vibration and the energy level. And when we raise our vibrations, automatically our aura expands. I'm not going into the depth of the chakras because again, these chakras are what are being shown in our aura as the different colors which will be visible. I'm not going to talk about the colors of the aura or anything. I'm just going to say what is an aura. So what exactly is an aura? Aura, just like a magnet has got a magnetic field, each one of us has got a field which we call as human energy field. And that human energy field is the aura around us. And through that aura is what everything is being radiated. We all know that in Swami's ashram, when the Kirlin photographer, when he had come and he took permission from Swami to take his photo. And when he took the photo, it was noticed that when the bhajan was singing, Swami's aura was just going on expanding and expanding, and it just passed through the full Kulwant hall, and it was, he couldn't see it, but it was going beyond that. So that is why when we go for the darshan of all the such Mahan and Gurus, we feel good, even if they have not spoken to us, we feel good because we are in their protective aura and we get the blessings and the radiation from their aura. They radiate that love, and when that love touches our aura, we feel very good. But it is not that only great saints and gods have got aura. Everybody, every one of us has got aura. So each one has got an aura like this around us, which is elliptical in shape, in the egg shape. Everyone has got, and of course, the color of the aura depends upon our dominant chakras and what it is. Based on that, it will be there. A normal healthy aura will be about 7 to 8 feet. It may start few inches away from our hand, from our body, 2 to 3 inches, and it can extend up to 7 to 8 feet. That is a normal aura. But if we are healthy and we are positive, our aura can expand to 30 feet, 40 feet. It can just expand. And when we do certainly the chanting and healing, all those things again expands our aura extremely. So when we keep our aura expanded, what happens? One is, of course, the benefit for us, because it is like a protection shield around us. Means no negativity or unwanted things can penetrate, because anything on the physical body, before it comes, it has to penetrate through the aura. So first, any disease or anything manifest at the aura level, then only it comes to our physical level. So for that, if we cleanse our aura daily, then we can certainly keep lots of unwanted energies at bay and keep our aura healthier. And if our aura is healthier, as we said, that the aura is big, means we are healthy, we are positive. If we are negative, so the energies like fear and anxiety, stress, it brings down our aura. And when it brings down the aura, it is told that when a person is going to die, how the great saints and sages used to know is because their aura just reduces to just few inches around their body. So before the death of a person, the aura comes down. That is the reason that when we cleanse our aura, it helps us to enhance and keep it, just like we do daily the dusting, mopping and sweeping in our house. Our daily cleansing of the aura, because when we are going out, not only our thoughts, yes, our thoughts do manifest, but when we go out also, we gather so many other unwanted energies. So when we come home, so now I think we all are used to washing our hands when we come home, yes, because of the COVID. So like that, when we come back home from outside, daily doing aura cleansing, and daily when we are getting up in the morning, if we do the aura cleansing, and before we sleep also, if we do, or as many times as you feel like doing, there is no restrictions for doing the aura cleansing. But certainly, if you have feel any stress or any kind of anxiety, when you do the aura cleansing, immediately you will feel the difference in your breathing, in your aura, in your feeling, everything changes. So what are the factors that affect the aura? As I already told you, that it is like a shield around us. So our well-being, our being healthy depends on maintaining a healthy aura. Our emotions, our thoughts, whatever, as Swami always says, no, everything around us is reflection, refraction and resound. So what is within us is what being reflected out, and that is visible in our aura. So if we keep on cleansing, our thought, of course, the various methods are there for cleansing our thought. We can do namasmarana, we can do meditation. All those things when we do, automatically it has an impact on our aura and as well as our environment. So that is why Swami also says satsangam. So if you have noticed that to some places when you go, you feel very heaviness is there, or you just don't feel. And some places when you go immediately, you feel very light, you feel happy. So that has to do with the aura of that place. So certainly in that is why in the temples and all, or even when we are a bhajan or anything is going on, we go and we come back, all automatically our aura gets enhanced. So we are released from that suffocation. We feel expanded. We feel happy. So that is the main thing. And when we eat food, so I did with Swami's grace, when I had done, of course, the SSCHV from Thailand. After that, my advanced diploma, I got an opportunity to do from Bombay Dharmashetra. And there my topic for the advanced diploma was aura. I don't know, I wanted to do something else, but always Swami, what he wants, so that happens finally. So it was, my topic was on aura. And for that, what I'm holding here in my hand is called as a dowsing rod. It is 2 copper rod. I'll show at the end. I should have kept it here. I'll just show you towards the end. So it is 2 copper rod, which is also called, you people, the water diviner, they use it, the copper rods, to see where the water is. For that also it is used, and for various things it is used too. So to measure the aura also this is used. So when because aura is what, as I told you, it is energy, and energy is what, it will be in the form of the wave. So when the energy wave from the person comes and touches that rod, automatically that rod will open. So with this philosophy, I did in my diploma, there were whatever people were there, all my colleagues who were co-students, with them I checked their aura. So this is Sister Ines. She is a great Swami devotee. She brought a lot of things, and I measured her aura. If you can see that the distance between me and her, this is her normal measure of the aura. Then afterwards, I asked her to have one positive thought.
Hey,
Positive,
वो डाला था क्लोरेक्स क्लोरेक्स डाला था
Tika mute.
वो कोई वो गंदा नहीं था
Okay. So when automatically when she had a positive thought in her mind, you can see here what is the measure, the distance. You can see that how much it has increased. So I measured what was the initial point and then the later point. And then when we did, we saw that there was a lot of difference. So there are various methods of cleaning the aura. Prayer will enhance our aura. Meditation will enhance our aura. Visualization means the positive visualization as to what we want, and we start visualizing that in the positive manner, like we visualize Swami or whatever the positive thing, what you want. When you visualize anything positive, automatically your aura increases. Sounds, the musical notes, even in the hospitals, they have seen that by playing the violin, patient coma brought back. So like that, the music has got an impact on our aura. Then crystals are there, which we wear, because crystals are again like a programmer. So when we wear the crystals, again, it enhances our aura. Then we say smudging. Smudging means we can use agarbatti or any other thing to just cleanse our aura, which our Omani friends, if you have seen here, they use the bakhur, this thing, frankincense, and they just stand on that and then they just allow the smoke of that thing to just go around their body. So that is also a method of cleansing the aura. And through the breath, means when we do the inhalation and exhalation and the pranayam in the rhythmic manner, when we do that, also will help in enhancing our aura and connecting with the nature. Because when we are connected to the nature, when we just go and hug a tree, we can just feel that wonderful energy and we can just enhance our aura. So that all the nature just provides. Even when we go take a dip in the ocean, it has got salt water. So automatically the water and the salt both cleanses our aura. And colors, different colors has got each energy is there. They are all vibrating at different frequencies. So with the color also, a healing or a aura can be expanded. Then aura bathing means with the all the pancha tattvas also does, as I told you, with the water we cleanse our aura. Our taking our daily bath, what we take, if that also we just pray and do some japa, and then that the water when we are taking, that is why Swami also says to do Gayatri chanting while taking the bath. So when we do that, automatically that water is cleansing our aura, not only our body, but it is cleansing our aura. So with the water we cleanse, and we can go and stand in the sunlight. The sunlight also will cleanse our aura. We can take the breeze, the cool breeze, we can just open and stand there. So that is through the air element. So different methods and ways of taking the aura cleansing is there. But every time that is not possible. So what is possible? Yes, we can take bath, and some technique I will teach you, which will help us in the cleansing of the aura. So this was the meditation I had done if you can see, these blue color bars are the ones which are the normal size of their aura. See, like the person, supposing if this first person, Anna, her normal aura is 45 feet, it is showing. And after the meditation, it has nearly touched to 50. So the difference is marginal. But if you will see here in arena, after the meditation, before you can see that it is only around 45, and after the meditation, it has come to nearly 85. So the huge jump has been there in the differences there in the after the meditation. So meditation certainly helps in expanding our aura. So when the aura expands, automatically we feel happy, joyful, and stress-free, and we are protected. It's a shield. And then with the food, not even eating. Eating certainly make a difference. Here I am just made them normal aura. I measured first, and then I made them hold the banana. So the purple one are with holding the banana. So by holding the banana, you can see the normal aura and the with holding the banana, there has been a difference. Then I made them hold chocolate. As we all know that sugar and all the processed food is not good for us. So you can see that how much from the normal aura, everyone's aura has reduced. So this is the difference, the impact of the food on our aura. So if we eat raw food, yes, if we are not used to, so immediately we need not change, but at least one meal in a day, if we stick on to fruits, salads, because if we eat uncooked raw food, they are full of energy. When we cook, it is just palatable for our tongue, it is tasty, but it doesn't hold any energy. All the energies are destroyed the minute we start cooking and adding all spices, everything into that. So it's only for taste, but raw food is full of energy. And that is why even when a person falls sick, we always give, say, no, eat light food and all those things, because food has a great impact on our thing. Now this was this thing done with the thought. So here, if you will see, this is Nayampally uncle. He is in Dharmashetra, and when his normal aura I measured, it was coming around 55 or so. And then I told him that have one positive thought. So with the positive thought, it means it would have gone even beyond, but there was no further space. He reached the extreme, so 150, but it would have been even more than that. And then I told him to have a negative thought. So when he had a negative thought, this is all just in a fraction of a second. I just said that have a positive thought, and I measured. Now then I said that just have a negative thought. So I then asked him, uncle, what was there in that positive thought when you thought? He said, I just thought of Swami. So just the image of Swami he had, and the aura just expanded. So that is why the power of Namasvarna we say, because when we do Namasvarna, that image is there in our mind, and with that image automatically our thought changes and our aura expands. So like this, even little thought immediately can also make a variation in our aura. So I would now like to show you the aura cleansing. Before that, I just want to share one more thing, that there was one scientist, Japanese scientist, Taro, who has done a lot of experiment on water. And if you see, even in our old tradition and even today, any puja when we do, we keep in the kalasam, the water is kept, and that consecrated water we give to everybody and even sprinkle all over the house. Even in the temple, when we go, we get the tirtham, which is in water. So why that water? Why is that water so specific? So the why water is specific is because water holds memory. So if with some chanting and with some prayers when we do, it holds the memory, and when we drink it, when it goes within our body, so it will bring the change. And our body is also what? 70% is water. So whenever we make any changes in the water, we do any affirmation, and when we drink, it will bring. So this is just an experiment he did, that he brought water from a polluted river and he compared with a clean river. So when he, after the comparison, he did the water, it was made into the frozen, they freeze that, and then they take the water drops and they check it. So in that, the polluted water, this was the formation, there was no crystal formation, and in the clean water you can see such a beautiful crystal formation is there. And this is the water when it was exposed to the world. It was not even told, just a label was put around the water telling that love and appreciation. So we can also in our water bottles or this thing, we can just label it love or whatever, joy, happiness. So in that, when we drink our water, automatically the water is getting charged with that positive word. So this is the thing that you can see, a beautiful formation is there. And then here it is, the word thank you was told to the water. So when the word thank you was told, and this you can see again, such a beautiful formation of crystal is there. And here the water was told, I'm sick, you make me sick. So when to the water it was told, you make me sick, you can just see it is like that polluted water, there is no crystal formation in that. And here this is the water, when the same water, it is the same water. To one, the label that I am sick, daily the person will go and will just say, give a thought that I'm sick of you, and to the another, thank you. So with this you can just see. So you can imagine that when the water which is external, such a thing is happening, the water which is there within us. So if daily we tell to ourselves, I love you, I like you, I'm happy. So you can just imagine that what will be the formation within us, how each cell will change, each cell within us will change. So that is why it is very, very important for us to do that. Here again, the Fujiwara Dam water was taken, and it was, was the initial how it looked. Then after the prayer, you can see that how beautiful formation of crystals is there. So what we can say is that a single thought, if it is charged with certain quality of energy, it can contribute to the healing of the planet and can become an agent of transformation to the world. So that is why the earth healing now we're doing in a group, because when so many of us come together and give a single thought of healing the earth and creating a very positive energy on the earth and in and around, automatically that will bring a change on the earth. And when we are saying earth, it is not actually earth, because we all are, we are in the microcosmic, the same formation. We are the representation of earth, and we are all staying in earth, we are getting everything from earth. So automatically the earth healing is nothing but our own self healing, healing of all our people, healing of all the kingdoms, all the animals, plants, and humanity. So now I will just show you the aura cleansing. First, I will show you the step self aura cleansing, how we can do. And yeah, about the water, when I said, so like this, you can keep the water in the clay pot or copper or anything, and daily in the morning, we devotees, of course, we put vibhuti, Swami's vibhuti we will put, and we will always charge that. But we can also add, we can put an Om and do the Gayatri chanting or any positive affirmation also we do, then we charge. Why we keep in between our hands is because in between our hands, because there is a palm chakra. There is a chakra in between the middle of our palm and the energy flows through that. So that is why we keep like this and then we charge the water with the affirmation. And then when we drink that water, it will bring that impact and all our cells will be having a change. So now I will just show the aura cleansing. So hope you are all able to see me. I will try to send the video also of this. Yes. So what we do is that initially what we do is that we will rub our hands, because when we rub our hands, we all know that we create energy, and then we can do the prayer, call for any of our God, Gurus, whoever we pray, invoke their presence, and pray that, hey divine, bless my hand with a white light to cleanse my heart. Just feel as if a shower of white light, a shower of white light is there in your hand. You just turn it upside down, and now all the shower of white light is falling on you. Now slowly bring this light down. When you're bringing the light down, your hands are cupped up. It's not open. Your hands are, all the fingers are together and it is cupped up. And we just slowly draw the white light, take it through each and every part. You can mentally say that it is cleansing my eyes, my ear, my throat, my chest, filling my lungs, filling all the unwanted, heavy energies, my heart. So like that for each part, stomach, intestines. Like this, you can just take it down and till your feet, you can take it down and then you can just grab it and go into the Mother Earth. Like this, you can do 3 times. Like this, you can do 3 times.
Again, starting from your head, you can just tap. When you are doing, just feel that you are tapping and removing. Very slowly you can just go, because somewhere where you are doing, you might feel some kind of a heaviness or heavy energy. So there you can just slow down and then you can just move. And as you come down to your feet, you will just grab it and ground it into Mother Earth, and you can just say that let everything move into the core of the Mother Earth and be purified. Once you finish that, in the end you can say that, or you can just grab it and visualize that there is a violet flame. A violet flame is there, and you are blowing all the energies into the violet flame and saying, let it be purified, purified. So you are just going into the violet flame, or you can gather everything and keep a bucket with the salt water and throw it into the salt water. So these are the 3 methods. That is, we take from the top, we go down slowly. I'm just doing fast for you right now, but you can do it slowly and just grab it. And after gathering it, you can throw it in the salt water in a bucket or throw it into the Mother Earth. Like this 3 times we have done in our body. Now, from the right, with the right hand, I clear my left hand and remove all the unwanted negative energy. While doing, you can just say, you will do here also and then in this hand. So once it's over, then again. So 3 times in the hand also, you will do it. And while doing, you can just say that, hey, divine white light, cleanse, heal, and remove all the unwanted energies from my aura. Cleanse, heal, and remove all the unwanted energies from my aura. So like this, you can finish it off, and once it is over, you can just close your hands, thank the divine energy, and that is the end. You can wash your hands with water. And if you have thrown it into the salt water, you can throw the salt water in the toilet. Don't use that water to give it to plants or anything. So that is one method of the aura cleansing we did. Then, now that was the self we did. Now for others, how we will do. I hope it's clear. You are able to see, no? Now this was the self we did. Now for the others, I will be teaching. Now for the others, when you are doing, you will just keep your hands above their head and just ask them to relax. See that? Relax, relax, relax. And let energy change. And you can pray as you do for the self. Invoke the presence of all the divine. And you can ask them also to pray to their gurus or gods. Invoke their presence and visualize the white light in your hands. And now cup up. The hands are cupped up. And from the top of their head, clean and go till their feet, gather, and same way, either you can throw it into the bucket with the salt water, or you can visualize a violet flame and blow it out into the violet flame. In the same manner, first we did the cupping up for them, and now we do with the open hand scratching. So it is something like sweeping and mopping. We do the sweeping and then now mopping. So With the scratching, same way from the head, I go till the down, and then I gather and so 3 times I will do this. So set of cupping and cleaning, scratching and cleaning. Cupping and cleaning and scratching and cleaning 3 times we do. After the 3 set is done, I have to go to their left side. Either I can go to their left side or I can ask them to turn to their left. So always it is anti-clockwise we go around the person. So start the front and then we come to the left. So in the left, same manner, from the top, we go till the down and we gather and we throw it into the violet flame. Blow into the violet flame. Same manner, cupping and then scratching. So like this 3 times we do on the side, then we make them turn and then at the back. Same way, we gather all the unwanted energies, all the heaviness, everything. Then we blow it into the violet flame and then with the open hand, so like this, now we go to the right side. Either we can go around them or we make them turn. So like this, here also till the floor I will go, I'll gather and one thing I will do like this and one open. So this like this, 3 sets I do. Then in the front, I can just do the balancing. Just all the energies just balance. And you can just, when you are doing for the others, cut. Because when you are doing for the others, you are creating a connection with them. So cut and you can wash your hands or if water is not there, do the dry wash. So that is for the others how we have done. We do from the front, a set of 3, then on the side, then the left side, and then either we can go behind them or we can turn them and then we come to their right and then again we come to the front. If they are not well, if they are sick, you can make them sit on a chair and do the same thing. So same way, sitting on the chair also, it can be done in the same manner. We will do for them in the same manner that we will go in the front, we will do. After the front is over, we come to their left side, then we go to their back, and then we come to their right side, and then again in the front. So like this. So like this, we do the cleansing of the aura. And this cleansing of the aura, if you will see, it is nothing but what our grannies and our old people, the elders used to do. They used to take drishti. And the drishti is there again in every culture, it is there. Even in the Muslims, they do with the peacock feather, they will do. And in us, we use the neem leaves, we use salt, we use the chili. All these are nothing but everything is basically cleansing the aura, because what we are not just this physical body, but we are the other bodies, and all those subtle bodies needs to be cleansed as we are gathering up all unwanted thoughts, feelings, emotions. That is why when we are walking and we are meeting somebody for the first time also, we will feel very soothing and we may be happy to look at them and we may smile at them. And some people, they have not done any harm to us, but still we may not be comfortable with them. So this is all because the aura is nothing but the energy, and the mixing up of the energy is what that it will attract or it will repel.
So with this, I finish. I thank from Sharanam Mama. Thank you, Swami, and thank you, Chitrama, Sanjalbi, and everyone for giving me this opportunity. And I hope I will share the video of this. And any doubts, we are there in the group. You can always ask.
Jai Jai Sai Ram, Sujata Ma, may God bless you with all the energies to spread the love of feeling among everyone. Sudiksha,
My loving Koti pranams at divine lotus feet of my dearest Bhagavan Sri Sanjay Sai Baba. I would like to offer Shamla Dandakam and Kala Bhairava Ashtakam at your thigh lotus feet. Manikyaveena-mupalalayanti madalasammanjula-vagvilasa Mahendra-nilya-dyutikomalangi Matanga-kanyam manasa smarami Chaturbhuje Chandrakalaavatamse Kuchonate Kunkumaragni-shone Pundekshu Pasham Pusha-pushpa-banahaste Namaste Jagadeka Mataha Mata Marakata Shyama Matangi Madhasalini Puryat Kataksham Kalyani Kadamba Vanavasini Jaya Matangatanaye Jaya Nilotpaladyute Jaya Sangeeta Rasike Jaya Leela Sukapriye Jaya Janani Sudha Samudranta Mrudyan Manidvipa Samruda Bilvatami Madhya Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara Vasa Priye Kritti Vasa Priye Sarvaloka Priye Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambrahmalola Nepasragabadda Chulisa Nadatrike Sanumatputrike Shekari Bhuta Sitam Sureka Mayuka Valibadda Susnigda Nilala Kasreni Shrungarite Loka Sambhavite Kamalila Dhanustanni Babrulata Pushpa Sandova Sandeya Krilochane Vaksudasechane Charu Gorochana Pankakiri Lama Birame Surame Rame Prola Sadvalika Mautika Shrenika Chandrika Mandalodbasi Lavanya Gandastalanyasta Kasturika Patra Reka Samudbhuta Saurabhya Sambranta Brungangana Gita Sandri Bhavanmanda Tanti Sware Susware Basware Vallaki Vadana Prikriya Lolata Lidala Padda Tatanka Bhusha Viseshanvite Siddha Sammanite Divya Hala Madodvela Hela Satchakshurandrolana Sri Samakshipta Karnaika Nilotpale Shyamale Puridasesha Lokabhivanshafale Shrifale Sweda Bindula Satpala Lavanya Nishyanda Sando Sandeya Krinasika Mautike Sarva Viswatmike Sarva Siddhyatmike Kalike Mugda Manda Smitodara Vatraspura Puka Tambola Karpura Kandotkare Jnana Mudrakare Sarva Sampatkare Padma Baswatkare Shikare Kunda Pushpa Dyutisnigda Dantavani Nirmala Alola Kallola Sammelana Smela Shonadare Charu Veenadare Pakwa Bimbadare Sulalita Navyavana Aramba Chandrodayodvela Lavanya Dugdana Vavirbhavatkambu Bimboka Vitkandare Satkala Mandire Mandare Divya Ratna Prabha Bandhu Rachanna Haradi Bhushasa Mudyota Manana Vadyanga Shobhe Shubhe Ratna Keyura Rasmicha Tapalla Vaprola Saddola Tarajite Yogi Bihi Pujite Vispadin Mandala Vyapta माणिक्य तेजस्फुरत् कंकणालंकृते विभ्रमालंकृते साधुभिः पूजिते वासरारंभ वेलासमुज्जृम्भमानानविन्द प्रतिद्वन्द्वि पाणिद्वये सन्ततोजद्वये अद्वये दिव्यरत्नोर्मिकादीदिस्तोर्म सन्ध्यायमानाङ्गुलीपल्लवोद्यन्न केन्दुप्रभामण्डले सन्नुताकण्डले चिप्रभामण्डले प्रोलसत्कुण्डले तारकाराजिनीकासहारावलिस्मेल चारुस्तनाभोग वाराणमन्मध्य वल्लीवलिच्चेन वीची समुद्यत्समुल्लास संदर्शिताकार सौंदर्य रत्नाकरे वल्लकी वृत्कले किंकर श्रीकरे हेम कुंभोपमोत्तुंग वक्षोज भारावनम्रे त्रिलोकावनम्रे सद्दुद्ध गंभीर नाभीसरस्तीर सैवाक शंकाकरस्याम रोमावली भूषणे मंद संभासिने चारु सिंचट्कटी सूत निर्भत्सितानंग लीलादनु संचि नीडंबरे दिव्य रत्नांबरे पद्मरागोल्ड सन्मयकला मौक्तिक श्रोण शोभाजित स्वर्ण भूभुत्तले चंद्रिका शीतले विकसिक नवतिं सुताताम्र दिव्यां सुकच्छन्न चारूरु शोभापराभूत सिंदूर सोनाय माहेन्द्र मातंग हस्तार्गले वैभवानर्गले श्यामले कोमल स्निग्ध नीलोत्पलोत्पादि तानंग तूनीर शंकाकरोदार जंगालते चारु लीलागते नम्र दिक्पाल सीमंतिनी कुंतल स्निग्ध नील प्रभापुंत्य संध्यात दूर्वांकुराशंक सारंग संयोग रिंकन्न केनूज्वले प्रोज्वले निर्मले प्रभदेवेश लक्ष्मीश भूतेश तोयेश बाणीश कीनास दैत्येश यश्येश वायुवग्निकोटीर माणिक्य संहृष्ट बालातपोद्दामलाक्षार सारुण्य तारुण्य लक्ष्मी गृहीतांग्रि पद्मेषु पद्मे भूमे सुरुचिर नवरत्न पीठस्थिते सुस्थिते रत्न पद्मासने रत्न सिंहासने शंख पद्मद्वयोपाश्रिते विश्रुते तत्र विघ्नेश दुर्गावटु क्षेत्र पालयुते मत्त मातंग कन्यास मोहान्विते वैरवैरश्च बिर्वेष्टिते मंजुला मेनकाजंग नामानि ते देवी भामादिभिः शक्तिभिस्तेवि ते दाति लक्ष्म्यादिशक्तैस्तकैः संयुते मातृका मण्डलैर्मण्डिते यक्ष गन्धर्व सिद्धांगना मण्डलैरर्चसे भैरवी संवृते पंचबाणात्मिके पंचबाणेन रत्या च संभाविते प्रीतिभाजावसन्तेन चानन्दिते भक्तिभार्यं परं श्रेयसे कल्पसे योगिनां मानसे ज्योतसे छन्दसामोज साम्राजसे गीत विद्या विनोदादि तृष्णेन कृष्णेन संपूज्यसे भक्तिमच्चेतसा वेदसा स्तूयसे विश्वद्येन वाद्येन विद्याधरैकीयसे श्रवणहर दक्षिण क्वाणया वीणया किन्नरैकीयसे यक्ष गन्धर्व सिद्धांगना मण्डलैरर्चसे सर्व सौभाग्यवांशावती बिर्वधूभिसुराणां समाराज्यसे सर्वविद्या विशेषात्मकं चाटुगादा समुच्चालना कण्ठमुल्लोल सद्वर्ण राजित्रयम् कोमल श्यामलोदार पक्षद्वयं तुंड सोदादि दूरीभवत् किं सुखं तं सुखं लालयन्ती परिक्रीडसे पाणिपद्मद्वयेनाक्षमालामपि स्फाटिकीं ज्ञानसारात्मकं पुस्तकं चम्पुषं पासमाबिभ्रते तेन संचिम्यसे तस्य वत्नान्तरात् गद्य पद्यात्मिका भारती निस्सरेत् येन वाद्वंसनाथा कृतिर्भाव्यसे तस्य वस्या भवन्ति स्त्रिया पुरुषा येन वासात कम्बज्योतिर्भाव्यसे सोऽपि लक्ष्मी सहस्रै परिक्रीडसे किन्न सिद्धेद्वपु श्यामलं कोमलं चन्द्रचूडान्वितं धावकं ध्यायत तस्य लीलासरोवारिधि तस्य केलीवनं नन्दनं तस्य भद्रासनं भूतलं तस्य गीदेवता किङ्करी तस्य चारुणाकरी श्रीस्वयं सर्वतीर्थात्मिके सर्वमन्त्रात्मिके सर्वयन्त्रात्मिके सर्वतन्त्रात्मिके सर्वचक्रात्मिके सर्वशक्त्यात्मिके सर्वपीठात्मिके सर्ववेदात्मिके सर्वविद्यात्मिके सर्वयोगात्मिके सर्ववर्णात्मिके सर्वगीतात्मिके सर्वनादात्मिके सर्वशब्दात्मिके सर्वविश्वात्मिके सर्ववर्गात्मिके सर्वमुद्रात्मिके सर्वदीक्षात्मिके सर्वात्मिके सर्वगे सर्वरूपे जगन्मातृके पाहि मां देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमो देवी तुभ्यं नमः. Now I am going to offer Kala Bhairavashtakam. देवराज सेव्यमान पावनाग्रिपङ्कजं वालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिबिन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे मानुकोटिभास्वरं भवाग्नितारकं परं नीलकण्ठमीप्सितार्थदायकं त्रिलोचनं कालकालमम्बुजाक्षमक्षशूरमक्षरम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे शूलटङ्कपाशदण्डपाणिमादिकारणं श्यामकायमादिदेवमक्षरं निरामयं भीमविक्रमं प्रभुं विचित्रताण्डवप्रियम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे मुक्तिमुक्तिदायकं प्रशस्तचारुविग्रहं भक्तवत्सलं स्थिरं समस्तलोकविग्रहम् निक्वनन्मनोज्ञ हेमकिङ्कणीलसत्कटिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे धर्मसेतुपालकं त्वधर्ममार्गनाशकं कर्मपाशमोचकं सुशर्मदायकं विभुं स्वर्णवर्णकेशपाश शोभिताङ्गमण्डलं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे रत्नपादुकप्रभाभिरामपादयुग्मकं नित्यमद्वितीयमिष्टदैवतं निरञ्जनम् मृत्युदर्पणासनं करालद्रंशभीषणं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे अट्टहासभिन्नपद्मजाम्बकोशसन्ततिं दृष्टिपातनष्टपापजालमुग्रशासनम् अष्टसिद्धिदायकं कपालमालिकाधरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासिलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं शोकमोहदैन्यलोककोपतापनाशनं ते प्रयान्ति कालभैरवाङ्घ्रिसन्निधिं ध्रुवं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे ॐ त्वं शरणं मम साई देवा
Loving Koti pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest Bhagavan Sri Sanjay Sai Baba. Now I am going to offer Sri Vaidyanatha Ashtakam at thy lotus feet. Shri Rama Saumitri Jatayuveda Shadananaritya Kojachitaya Shri Nilakantaya Dayamayaya Shri Vaidyanataya Namah Shivaya Ganga Pravahendu Jatadaraya Trilochanaya Smarakalandre Samastadevairavī Pujitaya Shri Vaidyanataya Namah Shivaya Bhakta Priyaya Tripurantakaya Vinakine Dushtaharaya Nityam Pratyakshalilaya Manushaloke Shri Vaidyanataya Namah Shivaya Prabhutavadari Samastaroha Pranashartre Muni शोभिताय प्रभाकरविलोचनाय श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। वाक्शोत्रनेत्राङ्गिभिः जन्तो वाक्शोत्रनेत्राङ्गिमुखप्रदाय कुष्ठादि सर्वोन्नतरोगहन्त्रे श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। वेदान्तवेद्याय जगन्मयाय योगीशरत्यय पदाम्बुजाय त्रिमूर्तिरूपाय सहस्रनाम्ने श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। स्वतीर्थभृत्मस्मभृजङ्गपाजं विशासदुर्गाधिपयापहाय आत्मस्वरूपाय शरीरभाज श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय सत्कन्दभस्मात्यभिशोभिताय सुपुत्रधारादिसौभाग्यदाय श्रीवैद्यनाथाय नमः शिवाय। बालाम्बिकेश वैद्येश भवरोगारे दिश जपे नामत्रयं नित्यं महारोगनिवारणम्। त्वं शरणं मम सायिधि।
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
काषायां
समस्त जीवा सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त जीवा सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त जीवा सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति। जय बोलो भगवान श्री संजय साई बाबा जी की जय। जय बोलो भगवान श्री संजय साई बाबा जी की जय। जय बोलो भगवान श्री संजय साई बाबा जी की जय। चरण भगवान बाबा तुम शरणम मम। ओम श्री साई राम।